Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in for a live stream. I am Daryl Ledyard. Thank you for being here. We're going to talk a little bit about the relevant page work that I've been doing to bring some new features to it. And I think you're going to really love what we're going to talk about here today about the idea of actually humanifying, if I can make that word up, the AI output from the relevant page tool. And so we're going to kind of walk you through some of the different things that we have done to try to give it that sort of human touch, if you will. And so if you kind of take a look here at the screen, I'm going to highlight the Humanify output that we have done. And I might change the name of that, but that's just what I have for right now. And so when you're building out a page with the AI, we not only have the tone, which we have a lot of different tones here, but we also have a bit of a sense of humor. That's right, a little bit of a sense of humor that we programmed into the AI to kind of give it a tone. So we have sort of, if we reduce it down, you can see, just reduce it down a little bit, sarcastic and funny. Then you have like a corny and cheesy kind of humor, which can be good for some marketing, different things depending on what you're looking to do. Like a playful and youthful kind of tone and attitude, right, and humor. And then sort of the stand-up comic, right, where it is more funny than let's say the other terms and things like that. So you can kind of play around with this and kind of get the right thing for you. Typically, if you leave it at no humor added, that's just like professional, right? That's just like, straight content, right? Now, the other thing is we put some kind of secret sauce into the normal copywriting. And if you go into the other styles, you'll see we have a persuasive, a benefit focused, an educational, a storytelling, and a scarcity type of output that you can do. Now, these are light changes. These are not going to like completely take over, because if you have a lot of facts and a lot of information, which will come in typically through relevant page, just because it's going to go grab it, you're going to have a dominant of the information, of the details from the page that you're pulling it from, so on and so forth. So I wanted to show this to you guys because we did add this into the AI writer, and I'm looking for feedback and see what you guys think of this Humanify. We're going to probably come up with a better name, but the way that we can actually take what you write and how we can actually go ahead and improve it, right? To give it sort of a more of a human type of touch. So if you're liking this so far, go ahead and throw a like in your video if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on Facebook or wherever it might be. Make sure you give a like so the algorithm knows that this is content to share to other people. Really appreciate that. And I am reading your comments here. So if you want to send a comment up on this fine Saturday, December 17th, I would love to see that as well. So couple of other things I would like to show you. You may have missed, and that is down here, where you can add grammar errors, basic spelling and punctuation and different errors. You can add that in, and you can also add in emojis, right? So a combination of these different features allows you to make the content more human, which therefore makes it past these AI detectors. Okay, so there's different AI detectors that are out there, and when you put it in there, and you can see how it does, and I'll show a few demos and things like that, and we'll see how it does. So not only do you have Copyscape, right, where you can actually see if the content is original, right? We also are trying to pass the AI detectors, so that way it doesn't appear, because we don't use GTP3, but it is AI written, right? And AI is going to have sort of a lack of warmth. So if anybody agrees with that, do you think that the AI content comes across very like matter of fact and like more like almost like more predictable? It's at this stage of AI, right? You can tell an AI created image because there's certain aspects of it that kind of tips you off that it's not really human created, right? As it gets better, that will decrease. It's sort of like when you played, back in the early days of computers, and you'd play a game, and it'd be like, just a couple paddles moving across the screen, and a ball going. I mean, look at things now, right? So it's just a matter of time that all of this kind of stuff is just going to be even better and better. So so I thank you guys for being here. We got some people on YouTube. We got a couple people on looks like Facebook. We're live on Twitch and also another channel on YouTube. So thank you guys for being here for this live stream. All right, so we're looking at Copyscape here. We got a blank box. And what I'd like to do is let's just take a look at what SEMrush says is the top 100 Google most searched things globally for 2022. All right. And so if you look through here, the most searched was, looks like Facebook, which surprises me actually. But it was Facebook, then YouTube, then Amazon, then Wordle, guys. Wordle was in the top 5, even ahead of Google. That is incredible, right? That is incredible. There's a lot of demand for that game. And people have to kind of find it through searching for it because it's not like Wordle.com, right? I don't think they have that. So they actually had to go like through the New York Times website. So yeah, so that's something interesting. Then we have like, Gmail, BBC News, Google Translate, weather, right? So we're just looking through here to just kind of see kind of what the year in review was. Like, you have your Walmarts, your eBays, your Home Depot, right? You got the NBA, and then here's Twitter at number 19. You have Fox News, then News, Fox News, then News. Then you got Weather Tomorrow, Netflix, Daily Mail, Meteo, CNN, Indeed. People looking for jobs, Target, Amazon Prime. What I'm looking for is something that could be used as a way to make money off of building some content, right? So I'm just looking to see what is sort of the big deal here, okay? You got the Lowe's. They might have an affiliate with Lowe's, right? And let's see. So you got to be careful with brands. So that's one of the problems with that. It was Craigslist still in there at number 48 for last year. Here's Roblox at number 49. Restaurants Near Me was at number 50 last year. The current year, but Calculator, Solitaire, COVID Vaccine Near Me was number 53. Ed Ryan asked a great question. Can we use this to build out web pages like the home page and location pages? Yes, I'll show you that a little bit later. We do have a tool that actually does that. So just looking down through here for a couple of things, but what catches my eye is that Wordle, okay? I wonder if we could write some content about Wordle with Relevant.Page, like a sort of a blog post about maybe how you can, I don't know, win with Wordle, or how you can participate in playing with Wordle. So what we're going to do is go into Relevant.Page, and a lot of times I just tell you to clear out the cache just by clicking on the logo, bring it back up. And when it comes up, we're going to go ahead and put Wordle as the brand, as the top thing, right? And just taking a minute. Totally has to refresh everything, okay? And so we're just going to put in Wordle is fun. That'll keep repeating it. So I'm just going to do capital Wordle. All right, let's do that. And how to win at Wordle. Wordle in 3 tries. Let's try that. All right. So how to win at Wordle in 3 tries. Okay. Now I'm not going to humanify it yet. I'm not going to do any of this stuff. I'm not going to add emojis. I'm not going to add any grammar or anything like that quite yet. Right. We're just going to go and do an auto research. Okay. Now this is going to do what ChatGPT won't do, which is actually read the current web as it is. And it's going to go ahead and find some content that we can use as research to create sort of our content brief, if you will, or some sort of, basis to write off of, right? So we have here the description is the challenge of winning Wordle in 3 tries, and it gives you a few different words to try, right? And then, you can kind of see it starts to build out a piece, okay? So if that really doesn't resonate with you, no problem. Just go ahead and recycle it again. Just go for it again. Or you can change the URL of what you're looking for. So this is probably going to return some of the same information. But here we go. Okay, here's some more content. All right. So are you ready to become a Wordle master? With Wordle, you can turn your thoughts into creative and unique works of art in just 3 tries. But how do you go about it? In this blog, we'll explore the strategies you need to become a Wordle champion in no time. All right. So let's take this right here and let's go ahead and check this in Copyscape, right? Just to see if that is unique. Oh, I gotta do my login. Hey, Ed. So an example of a local business page, if I have time. Yes, I'll try to do that. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so you can see 92 words, no results found. Okay, so that passes that. Now the question is, does it pass the AI generator? Now sometimes this you have to finesse a little bit, and that's why we built these new tools in. Okay, out of the box, a lot of times it will work, but this is just that first paragraph. This will only do so much. So 25% it believes is human generated. Okay, if it's completely off, it will be 0. Okay, so you have something to work with. Now you can kind of take the rephrase version. So we have the rephrase version over to the right, and let's just see if that with our tool scores any higher, right? And you can take a look now. That's 60% almost. All right, so that's really quite good. It's unique and it is passing the AI detector quite well. All right, so that's a very helpful type of thing that you can do for that. Now, if you wanted to change this and go to another piece of content, okay, so Real Statistics, they have some content. Let's just go to Geek Flare and do some auto research on that. And I thank you guys for being here. This is a live stream today. Just going through the human factors that we've added into Relevant.Page to try to help it come across more human-like. And I'll show you that coming up very shortly here. So now, one of the things you're going to want to do is when you take this content, it will flow fairly well, but you're going to get some repetition. So you're going to want to make sure that when you take this, just like with anything, Jasper, whatever you take and edit it, you have to edit it and make sure that it feels right for you, right? But if we were to just take this one paragraph just at the top and we throw this into Copyscape, I haven't even read it, don't know if it's any good, but let's just take a look and see. No results found, 99 words, and let's take a look here. Keep hitting the wrong button. This site is a little tricky. It keeps throwing things in front of you. So let's take a look. And this is writer.com that we're using as a way to test this. And that's 1%. So you want to work on that content a little bit to see if you can improve it, okay? But one of the things we could do is either take another block of content in here, okay? Or you could go ahead and rephrase it, or just start from another point, right? I've tested a lot of different tools, and I don't care if you, which one you use, they're going to have either awkwardness because it passes, but it's awkward, or it isn't. So that's only 2%. So we would want to go back to the drawing board on this one, and probably go ahead and recycle it and try it again, right? You want to make sure that what you're doing is as copy scrape free and AI content detector free as best you can. So I think that those are two good steps if you're trying to write it as good as you can. Now, one of the things we've done with the human output here, this human output, is to give it more of a bit of a warmth and a little bit of a sense of humor, a little bit of a different persuasive style and things like that. So we give you these tools here. So one thing is we can do is add emojis, and let's just add a corny and cheesy type of sense of humor. And all you have to do after that is just hit fast generate, because we're going to use what is already here, and it will go ahead and rewrite it with these things in mind. Okay. All right. So let's see. I don't see an emoji in there, so I'm going to run it again. So I don't think it fully ran. So we'll just make sure that we're getting our emoji. Add emojis. Hang on. And you can also add some other things in here, like the grammar and things like that. We can add it, make it more persuasive per se. Let's take a look, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so are you ready to become a Wordle master? In this blog, we'll discuss the strategies. Yeah, so we would need to, I think, reset this and run it a little bit more, and try to get some more, different content to mess with. Because with what it's doing is it's actually reading this web page, and if it doesn't have a lot to work with, right, it's not going to have a lot. But here you go. Are you ready to ace Wordle? So now you got your emoji, right? So we were able to. It gives you some different ideas here, and now you can go ahead and you can check that in Copyscape. Make sure that that's original for you. And see, that's original, 165 words. And then the question is it good here? We'll see. 100% human generated. All right. So that's really nice. We are able to take this content here, and by adding a little bit more of a personality, if you will, to the AI, now all of a sudden it is now 100% human generated, and it's unique with Copyscape. If you guys like that, go ahead and throw a like on this video right now. Make sure that other people see this. And if you're watching on the replay, throw a like up there and show us that you appreciate what we just did there for you with Relevant.Page. There are a lot of AI writers out there, but what we do feel is that, what we're doing is making this thing, in a lot of ways, a way to make a whole page of content in one shot, right? And you can now have sort of that personality you're looking for. Now, if you're looking for, let's say, a little bit more comedy in it, you could do that. And let's say you want it to be a little assertive, right? You can go ahead and change out that kind of tonality, and you can now start to get something different, okay? So are you ready for the challenge of a lifetime? See, now it's getting more assertive, right? And give it a try. So now you have a lot to work with there. And now it's not just that you have an AI writer. Now you have an AI writer that has some flair to it, some personality, right? 226 words of unique content. And let's take a look and see how we did on here. 96% human generated, right? And it's got some personality. You obviously want to look it over, make sure that it's what you want, but now, I mean, it's completely there. Now, anything that you're looking for, like if you were to use OpenAI's Chat GPT, you're going to have some problems with certain things. Yes, it can do amazing things. I'm not saying it can't. But the one thing that it admits itself is it doesn't do what we're doing here, right? Where we can grab stuff from right now, right? And we can create content off it. Now, if a page got made on the internet right now, our search engine in here will go ahead and find that content and write off of it. It'll actually go out, read the content, find out the most important factors to it, right? And then give you something to work off of, okay? So it's an ever-changing AI versus the typical AI that goes back to 2021, and that's where it leaves off, and anything current or anything like specific to a brand doesn't have it, right? So that's the difference with Relevant.Page. Relevant.Page gives you that potential to research anything that's on the web and to talk about it. So it is. Somebody was saying, that's what I was thinking. Yours does other stuff. Yeah, ours definitely does other stuff. It definitely does other stuff. And if you guys hang in there for a minute, I will show you the service page creator, because there's a lot of people in my audience that like the service pages as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and enlarge this here. But does anybody have any questions about the human touch that we can add? You know, the fact is that one of the things that our tool does, and if we put in Chat GPT, I'm just going to throw this at it, guys. If we go in, and we'll just play around with this right now. All right, so we're going to give it a try. Everybody's talking about Chat GPT because it's free, right? They're like, yeah, this is free. Let's go for it, right? And that's good, right? That's good that it's free, but does it do what ours does? It doesn't, right? And at what point will it not be free, right? At what point will it actually cost something? So, you know, we're getting blocked. It takes time sometimes. But so like if I was going to put in what is Relevant.Page, right? And we go ahead and hit send. I'm going to take this here. Right? I'm sorry, I don't have enough information to accurately answer your question. Could you please provide me more context to clarify your question? Right? What is Relevant.Page? We just asked Elon Musk, you know, OpenAI, it doesn't know. But if you put it in here, what is Relevant.Page? And you put in Relevant.Page is what the brand is, right? All we're going to do is push one button. What is Relevant.Page? Well, guess what? It found my website. It's now scouring what the meaning is of the website. It's putting together a content brief about the website. Now it's writing content about the website. Okay? And it is accurate. It is on point. And does it copy my website? Watch this. If I go up to Copyscape, this is amazing. So when you're building out a lot of content on your website, you don't want to copy your own pages. Look at that. I just grab my website, and it's all accurate information, okay? And it passes Copyscape, okay? So now I can use it. So in other parts of my website. Now, how did I make this description on this video? What do you think I did? Right? I put, let's see, Relevant.Page is becoming more human. Watch my video and see what happened. Okay? So, you know, we're just going to go ahead and use this, right, to write my description for my video. Oh, it went to Amazon, so we have to go ahead and it went ahead and change the thing. So I'm going to as soon as this stops, I'm going to go ahead and change you got to watch the URL. There's something about the content in here that triggered another website. Okay. So we just got to go in here because we're just trying to save ourselves some time and writing all the research. Okay. Relevant.Page. We're using my website homepage with all the information that's on there. We're putting in a question here. Relevant.Page is becoming more human. Watch my video and see what happened to my AI copywriter writing tool. Let's try that. So we're going to just go ahead and generate. Oh, what is Wi-Fi? That's not helpful. You have to watch the brief over to the side that's auto-generated. And we're trying to save you guys a lot of time, but you do have to look things over. That's why we made this editable here. So let me just go ahead and we'll just put relevant.page and we'll just go ahead and research. So we're just going to first get the relevant.page and then we'll go ahead and change the information and then hit the blue button. All right, so now it's grabbing the information about the site, building out what would make some good content on that. And then I'm going to take the title, right, from this. I just put this in there, and I'm just going to hit the fast generate. Sorry if I confused you there. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to use the website. We're going to try to find some content. And here we go. So all you have to do, this is what I did. I don't need all of this content. And there may be some repetition in there that I don't want, right? So I just took all this and literally within 2 minutes, I deleted just what I didn't want. And I put it as my description for my video. And I'm just trying to ping some keywords, right? I'm just trying to have a few keywords come up. So you can do that. The other thing you could do is just like if you have your own bullet points over to the side, you can go ahead and put those bullet points in and not do the auto research, right? You don't have to do the auto research. The auto research is just there if you wanted to find something on the web to write about. If we were to just like literally just take this here, let's see. If we were to put this over here on this side here and delete this out, let's see what would happen there. What is relevant.page? So, this will take, if you take, let's do this. Let's see here, guys. If we went to relevant.page itself, right? Let's just grab this right here underneath the menu here, and we're just going to put it in here. Okay. So you can put like a paragraph. You only allowed like 350 words, right? But if you have this here, you can go ahead and just generate content on that. And it'll take that information here and then write it off right off of that. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can really kind of control it. It doesn't have to go through a website, right? You can take other pieces of content and information and you can put it all there. Does that make sense to anybody? Does anybody have any questions about what I just showed you there? Where you can put other things in here and you can build your own structure over to the side if you want. You can have your own favorite structure that you use over to the side that helps take this information and whatever website you put here, and it'll pull the details from it. It'll come up with what it all means, and then it'll write off of that, right? So it's doing a whole lot of stuff to build you the content that is relevant with one click of a button, right? And then you can also set that human touch to it, this humanify. We'll come up with a better name for it, but it's the idea that we can kind of create a tone, we can create a bit of a sense of humor, and we can particularly set whether we want it to be educational or benefit focused or persuasive. Or do you want it to to be more of a storytelling or scarcity type of copywriting, right? These are just different types of writing styles that we can have you put in there. So go ahead and throw a comment in if you like what we're talking about here with taking the output and making it so that it passes, the AI detection, to very high amounts, and it also has a bit of a personality to it, and it doesn't feel like that dry content. Now, one of the things that I was trying to do with this tool is to not talk about just fluff, okay? A lot of the AI writers, if you know what I'm talking about, they will write about very, very fluff-based stuff. It doesn't really get deeply into it. And that's the key. And Tony, you asked a great question. Is the content totally unique? Yes, it is actually. We just created this here off of my website information, right? We'll go ahead and take this into Copyscape, which is sort of the leading plagiarism testing. We'll go ahead and click premium search. Yeah. Scrolling down, look at 167 words, no results found. Totally unique content. This is not like, just scraping rephrasing. This is like totally rewriting the content based on the meaning of what the page is. It's like somebody took and read the book for you and wrote your term paper. I'm not saying to use it, but I'm just saying this is what it's able to do is it finds the meaning of the pages. Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to trying it after experiencing what you just showed about GTP. Yeah, GTP is going to, like, if we go back to GTP, we put how to tie a shoelace, right? We asked that question, how to tie a shoelace. All right. Very, very interesting. Okay, we're learning how to tie a shoelace from ChatGPT. While this is doing its thing, I'm going to ask Relevant.Page how to tie a shoelace, okay? So we're going to learn how to tie a shoelace. We're going to write a little blurb about how to tie a shoelace, right? Drawing some attention, right? And I'm just going to say how to tie a shoelace for toddlers. Let's try that, just to do something different, and I'll do the same thing over to GPP, okay? And we're just going to leave it as is for now. Gonna hit auto research. It's doing its thing. I'll go back over to ChatGPT, and we'll see this is what it has written. Okay, very dry. What I'm gonna do is I'm now gonna put, now that I've asked it one question, I'm gonna ask it another question. How to tie a shoelace for toddlers. Okay. Patrick says, try this. What does a well-optimized service page for website need? Okay, I'll do that. You're talking about in ChatGPT? I can do that. Yep. All right, so let's take a look at this once it's done. We'll throw this through and see. Now, teach a toddler how to tie a shoelace. Let's begin the fun. Are you ready to have your toddler give your toddler a leg up when it comes to learning how to tie their shoes? This is more real, guys. This is not, some kind of robotic computer telling you stuff. You're right. If you're writing stuff as a robotic computer, Google is going to be able to detect that in a heartbeat. Okay, it's going to look for that. Now look at this. We just wrote this, and it is a nice piece of content. Yes, we do charge for our service, but are you ready to give your toddler a leg up when it comes to learning how to tie their shoes? It can be a daunting task for any parent, but with your help, you'll have your little one tying their shoelaces in no time. In this blog, we'll talk about through the steps of teaching your toddler the basics of shoelace tying, from making loops to perfecting the bunny ears method. You and your toddler will be ready to tackle shoe tying together. So let's get started. That is more warm and real to me than what you get from ChatGPT. Now, let's just take this paragraph here, and we're just going to throw it into this writing detector, and look at this. Writing.com human generated content, 100% just came from Relevant.Page. Okay. Now we're going to go to ChatGTP and we're going to take this. So Elon, hold my beer. Okay. Because I'm going to show you what happens when you put this in to detect if it's AI. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Elon isn't watching because he's too busy on Twitter right now, so he can't come to his defense. So, but let's see if we analyze the text here. Well, it is showing that it's a human generated that time. A lot of times when I do it, it does not show that it's human generated. It really does show is low percentage. Let's check to see if it's Copyscape. Start with the shoelaces, long laces. Okay, take a look. It should be unique here. It is 80 words unique, but it isn't. It's very cold. It doesn't have that kind of personality. You know, if you wanted to add more of the emojis, right, and you want to add more of a playfulness, you don't have that flexibility, right, with other tools. You don't have that kind of flexibility. Can you use it to write programs such as create a QR code generator? No. We are a page generator. We're not a code generator. Yeah, you can do that kind of stuff. Like you can do kind of cool things like that with ChatGPT. Absolutely. There's so many more parameters that it has. And yeah, it is definitely one of those things where it will do all of that kind of stuff. I will bow out of the way. But my point is that as far as how long do we have the lifetime special for? Probably I think I would have to get back to you, David. Get back to me on that. But I think probably it'll be ending fairly soon. It was just supposed to kind of get people acquainted with it, and we had a few slots that we felt like we could manage to do lifetime with, and so that's why we have it on there. But we're at like 3% capacity with our GPUs right now, so we have a lot more capacity with all the users that we have currently. We can get a lot more uses out of it and still be doing quite well with it. So yeah, so this is it. I mean, we give you guys the ability to really personalize it and make it, more interesting. And then you put your editing skills to work, right? I'm not saying take this and throw it on a website, right? I wouldn't do that. I would take it as a starting point to write something really good. We have people using this tool, Relevant.Page, to write Medium approved articles approved by Medium, and they're publishing them. So yeah, you can do some really cool things with Relevant.Page, and it's not just regurgitating what comes out of ChatGTP. So yeah, it's and I love it. I'm just going to throw this on the screen. Very nice. It's not nice to fool Mother Google. That is so good. I love that. Definitely love that. So we got this person we're banning out of here, just doing their fun nonsense here. But yeah, no, as far as lifetime access, David, like I said, message me at daryl.chat, and we can talk about that if you need a little bit more time. Let's see. Doesn't sound like AI. Yeah, that's the key, right? That's the key. When it sounds like AI, I don't know, there's something about well-written copy that keeps people on the page. And when it isn't well-written copy, right, you run into the problem. So this is the tool. This is the tool that we're talking about here with the Humanify output. Now, let's talk about this other tool here called Write a Service Page. Okay, this is exclusive to us here at Mass Page Tools and Relevant.Page. And what we did is we took our knowledge about building city pages And we've done some really cool things here to change the form around to make it more just for this. Now you'll see right here, you'll see an output tab down here. And then I'll just enlarge it a little bit here so we can see. So you can see there's a local info tab, okay? And that's going to be information about the location, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to take and write down the company as Las Vegas Solar Solar Installers. Okay, and we're going to fetch the URL. Okay, and that's going to grab the information about this particular company. If you click on this, you can see here's the information, right, that it grabbed for that particular site. Now, I'm trying to stay away from anything like Yelp or whatever. I'm just looking for a real good piece of juicy content, right, that we can utilize, because it's not going to be plagiarized. You're just using it as research of what are the top things that are searched for when you're looking for a solar energy solution or whatever, right? So we're just going to say that the business is in Las Vegas. Okay, for now. And we're going to just put it in solar installation. Okay, so solar installation. Now, if you're doing lead generation, let's just go ahead and see how much does solar installation leads sell for? I'm going to ask ChatGPT for that one too. All right. So let's see. How much do they sell for? $20 to $200 per lead. Okay. Just because I have to be this guy, I'm going to ask ChatGPT how much does this solar lead for? Hang on. Let me just, I want to see, because I think that some people have been talking about how it actually could take over the search engines. And I do believe that that's, unfortunately, the world is shifting so that things will be sort of understood before they even get to your website. You guys are seeing that a lot of places, but yeah, let's just see if it says how much does solar installation lead sell for. This is a blah 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 answer. Okay, so it says that they may charge several $100s or more per lead. Yep. So yeah, I mean, you can see that there's some information here that's being grabbed from a lot of research, right? And that's helpful. Like I like that. That's good, and it's a good basis, right? At some point we may take some of this stuff and include it as part of our research for Relevant.Page. We have OpenAI, so it would be something that we could do if we need to. But if we go back to here, we're going to say solar installation services. All right, and we're going to go ahead and get structured. Now, this is a two-step process. And what it's going to do now is it's going to build the process here, and you're going to look through this and say, okay, do I need a conclusion? Not really. I'm going to do a call to action. Here's their phone number. We're going to not have their phone number, right? And let's see. So schedule appointment, best solar company and Las Vegas. Okay. Introduction. We don't really need a introduction, all that kind of stuff. We're just going to clear that out. Now we're going to generate content. Here we go. The good stuff. Ed, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's do the good stuff here. All right, so here we go. Now, here we go. These are your H tags, right? And again, you're going to have to do a little bit of editing here, but it gives you a few options for your H tags. So you can pick the ones that are best for you for that particular situation, right? But here's all of this text that you can write a service page off of. All of this beautiful information. Now, let's go look behind this one. Wow, look at this. All about Las Vegas. different points of interest, different details, all this kind of stuff to make the page more relevant and lock you in, okay, to more relevant information. So if you're building out a page, right, you've got yourself a huge, huge head start. Now, the next thing is, what if you want to like personalize this to your brand? Well, if you go ahead and hit the advanced options up in the upper right corner, you can put in Daryl Solar Group. Right. We're going to put my phone number. I'm just going to put 800 Go Solar. And we're going to put the website is Daryl Solar. So darylsolar.com. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and generate the relevant content with our branding put into it. Nothing, guys. I have not seen anything that does this. But look at this. It sets you up with your content for your page. Okay. It sets you up so that you can now write out these city pages very, very nicely. And you can get yourself the kind of content that you're looking to get off of even somebody else's structure. Somebody else did it for you. You just pull up the generic structure off of their website. Just this part of the tool alone is worth $100 a month. I gotta tell you, being able to like logically pull up what is going on a particular website and to get the structure, right, of what it is that they're talking about, here you go. Here's some more, right? And so because we put our branding in there, we could go ahead and generate. And it can put in the replacements and put in the websites and all that kind of stuff into the content. There's a lot of content in there. Okay. So then the other question is, does it pass Copyscape? Well, I would think it would. I'm not a knower of the future, but let's say there is something I just noticed as I was looking at this. Our information from the entity did not go in here. So I'll have to have the tech look at that and see, because that should be coming in there and replacing any other information. But it may be because Las Vegas Solar Installers is such a generic term. It might not be recognizing that that is an entity to be replaced. So it may be something like that. So let me see if I can change the brand to something else. Let's take a look and say Solar Direct. Let's get the structure for that one. This is an amazing tool, guys. I mean, for somebody that has been building pages for years and knows that the content is 80% of the battle, right? It is an incredible. You know what it is? I should have made. I did. This is it, guys. I didn't put the company up here, so I fetch one company, then I replace it up here, right? And now you have this Daryl Solar Group in Las Vegas, all this kind of stuff. Now it will work. So that's the key thing. So it's really important. I love that. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, let's see here. So there you go. That's Daryl Solar Group. We understand solar is the way of the future. We aim to provide blah, blah, blah. Look at that, guys. Woo! That is some hot stuff right there. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to go and Copyscape that puppy. Just what Google wants to see. Absolutely. No results found. That little bit of content. Let's take a look and see what the GTP detector thinks. 100%. Bang. Patrick Forbes says he's offering some coaching if you need it. Yeah, man. All right, I'm always down with that. Just what Google wants to see. This is beautiful, man. This is beautiful stuff. Look at that. Look at that. We grabbed Solar Direct for their structure. We pulled it in. We branded it with our brand. We got the H2s. That one didn't. Here's an H2 here. 30% off because it's pulling out different details and ideas. Again, edit. Everybody has to edit, okay? But you notice, like, we haven't added in all of those other, like, little personality things in this because it doesn't need it, right? This is a specialized tool for those that are looking for this. If you are interested, get the unlimited plan now. I'm not trying to pitch this, but if you go and you don't have the unlimited generations, this will not be available after the first of the year. Let me just repeat that. Right service pages and the other features will not be yours with the base plan, which is $47 a month, okay? We're changing around all the plans after the first of the year, so there will be a lot of big changes. Yeah. And Ryan says, just add pertinent questions and you're all set. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. You can just add them over here if you want, your frequently asked questions, right? See how this said 30% solar investment tax credit? That is a federal law, right? Take down the ugly bug. Yeah. I get you, man. Sometimes you just gotta serve up the ugly for a little while until it gets really special. It gets you guys to notice, okay, there's that guy again. Yeah, I'm that guy again with this tool that will make people some money if they're interested in using it. So Relevant.Page has been a project that started so long ago because we learned so much by building Siphon. And then as I was learning and I'm working with AI, and then we started working with SpinText with AI and yada, yada, yada. That's where we got to this here. You know, it's really one of those things where you just keep grinding and you just keep working at it, and then you figure it out. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you're in this mode, you're supposed to edit this. So when they have like a phone number here, right, you can delete that out, right? But you can see that it says, you know, the solar group and everything there, right? This is really simple. It's just the name of the business. You can grab research from anywhere. So first start with your model, fetch the URL so it grabs the information, right? And then put in your location and put in your topic, grab the structure, edit the structure, and generate the content. You know, that is the thing. So thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you guys for sticking in there and going through the journey with me, because that's what this is all about. It is a journey, right? Where this company will be in several years will not be where it is right now. Yeah, you won't see my mug. You won't see my face and things, but guess what? Right now, it's a very personalized business because I'm building this for the needs of my business, and then you guys get to go along for the ride. I'm in the business, and I have been in the business of affiliate lead generation, and I have been supplying tools for other people so that they could also prosper and make profit off of my tools. And so, you know, this is something I'm offering for right now is a tool that's available, but there's a lot of people that say I should just shut some of these tools down. They're just a little bit too valuable for everybody else. And I think about it sometimes. I really do. You know, these tools were made for in-house, you know, and I'm sharing this stuff for you guys. So if you're interested, get it while I'm still selling it. If I change my mind, you know, and we say we're not selling it out to the public, who knows? Maybe it'll just be sold through affiliate people. So if you want to be an affiliate, sign up to be an affiliate. I don't know exactly how we will take this in 23 and 24 and 25, right? Because the thing is these tools are used to make money and profit. And so some people are actually using it to write and author courses and books and all this kind of stuff. So as we learn and grow who is using this and what they're using it for, things may morph. It may be just a reseller kind of thing where somebody gets access and they sell it out to other people, right? Or they might use it more for content creation, right? There's a lot of different ways that you can use this thing. And yeah, so Ed, I appreciate that. Lifetime deal, just go to Relevant.Page. At the very top, if you go up here, there's this button, Get Started Now. And if you click on that, maybe I should go ahead and change that. Yeah, I appreciate that. And this is the plan. Now, we have, while this is still available, there's the one time, which is the best value. But if you want to break it into 2 payments, you can do 2 payments of $527, or you can make it into 3 payments of $397. Okay, and that gets you into the lifetime access to Relevant.Page, and it gets you the unlimited plan, which gives you the new different features that we're adding in 2023. So those types of things will be additional, right, for people signing on later, but you'll be grandfathered in and have them into your plan. So that's, I think, a really good reason to act now before this is over. So but that's not the purpose of this. Like this whole thing isn't to try to pitch you and things like that. I just want to show you what this thing does, because when we make this thing do what the competitors out there don't do, it's up to me to tell you guys. This is when we're able to add emojis and add humor and add different persuasive styles in. Now you've got something to really work with. Right? Because now it isn't just, oh yeah, write me a poem. Well, I don't need an AI to try to write me a poem, right? So we have pared down a lot of those little things that we were able to get the model to do. And we're just going to focus very strongly on practical use cases and make them the best use cases and the best things that this can possibly do in any particular purpose, right? So this is a really good one for website content or blogging and things like that. But then you could always use, what we build in the future for something else. Okay, I can't divulge what we're working on the back end, but we wanted to bring this humanify the output. If somebody wants to back channel me what we should call it, go put it in the comments what we should call this, making the output more human. I couldn't think of a thing, so I just put humanify. But yeah, what do we do when we're taking AI content and making it smoother, more friendly, more feels and that kind of thing. So thank you. Thanks so much for that, Ed. I appreciate that. Thank you. Happy holidays to all. Appreciate you for sure. But anybody have any questions or anything they would like me to show on this live stream? I'll go back to, while I'm waiting for questions, is to go back through this list of the top searches for 2022, okay? These are the most Googled things in 2022, and I think it's very important that we take a look at these because we could get some content ideas, right? Especially for blog posts. How to lower blood pressure? I wouldn't do that because that's a medical thing, right? What day is it today? Probably not. But why is the sky blue? Okay, gets 172,000 searches. Okay, if you were to just try to get AdSense, like just the ads on the sides of the page, right? If you could get a fraction of 172,000 visits per month, yeah, that would be really, really awesome, right? So you could go in here and you can put that in here. Why is the sky blue, right? And we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of sarcasm to it. And we're going to add a little bit of education to it. Yeah, there is. Thank you for asking. Yes, there is a replay that will play back afterwards. So if you do have to go, just go ahead and click back on that link and it will get you back, or go to our channel, which is mass.page. But definitely thank you for asking that question. So have you ever wondered why the sky is blue? It's a question that's as old as time. In this blog post, we will explore why the sky appears to be blue to us, what sunlight has to do with it, and how we can help us to take action for our planet. So read on to find out more. So let's just take a look and see if this is Copyscape. This is talking about a very popular topic. So let's see if this passes. It may not. Let's see. Look at that. 99 words, not a single plagiarism in that. Okay? So scarily, I'll check this. 20%. So you might want to modify it a little bit and do a couple things if you want, or you can like regenerate, right? Find like a different section to use, right? And so you can modify it or do that if you want. But yeah, there's a lot of different options you could have. Now this is based on NASA.gov. But if you want to change it to, let's say, Britannica as your research, you can go ahead and grab that. And it may be because we added educational to it. The reason why you may want to put it onto a different setting. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to put it in normal copywriting, a little bit sarcastic and funny. And now we're getting ourselves into some other territory here. For content. This is getting us content that is got its own personality here. I'm just gonna have to grab a different page here. Blue sky. I wish this one had. And this is the kind of content that you could probably just write it in here and just have fast generate. You don't really need to research that so much. Because it's built into the AI. It's a writing AI, so it can write a lot of these kinds of things. So have you ever looked up in the sky and wondered why it's blue? You're not alone. For centuries, people have been trying to figure out why the sky is blue. So let's take a look and see if that content appears anywhere else on the interwebs. Nothing found. Again, more original content for you at the click of a button. And it's 100% human generated, right? All off of this setting here, sarcastic, funny, normal copywriting, right? Very, very helpful, guys. If you want to save yourself a lot of hassle with writing content, you want your own personal ghostwriter, right? To kind of help you along the way as you're writing and preparing content for your blog or product descriptions. While I have you here, let's just do that, okay? So Amazon has affiliate programs, and there's ways that you can write a little blog post about different things. And let's just go with, let's see if we can grab like some very, very bestsellers. Let's go to the bestsellers, right? And now let's look for a bestseller that maybe has some features and some branding to it. Let's take a look here. All right, Celsius official variety pack. Let's see if it has any information. Yeah, it has some information, looks like. Let's take a look. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna hit the reset on this, and we're just gonna take an Amazon page, okay? Just going to take an everyday Amazon listing. And we're going to go into the AI writer. And we're just going to pop that in here, okay? And I don't need to do anything else, but just hit, I'm just going to leave that auto and just leave everything auto. Everything's good. And I'm just going to hit auto research. Now that's going to go out to that page. Try to find out all the key details, okay? And it's going to write a product description that we could use, right, for our promotion of this particular product, Okay, I haven't looked too much at this product, but you can kind of see this is the information. It's a Celsius variety pack functional energy drink. All right, now what I'm going to do is just grab this here and go up to the top. All right, so we got kind of the information here. I'm just going to go ahead and click that, and we're going to keep everything stable. Going to hit the blue button this time, and we're going to go ahead and now check this content. We could have just left it the way it was, but I just want to say, are you ready to upgrade your life with this amazing product? New product designed to make your life easier. Yeah, I think that, let me just take a look here. One of the things we could do, actually, let's see. There's two ways. I just confused it because I did both ways. But one way is to just take the actual title from Amazon and pop this in the top and then hit auto research. Let's try that way. And then we'll try the other way with just the link, right? And we'll see what gets us the better content. Okay, so this is getting some information from Amazon, right? It talks about the size, the weight loss, the improved metabolism, increased energy. Look at this. Now you got some really good content. Are you looking for a refreshing way to get energized, to stay healthy? Look no further than Celsius official variety pack. And, it goes on, it does say Celsius official variety pack in several places. So what you want to do is you'll go in and edit that and change that out, right? Because we put it in here, right, to get the information. So that's one way to do it. Like we could just go in and we'll just put in, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. And I'm just going to hit fast generate. Sorry if this is boring, guys, but this is not boring to me. As I can see that this is going to be really good. All right, here we go. It'll rewrite that. There we go. So now you have all of this content. So now let's see what this does. In Copyscape, this is a official product on Amazon. No results found, 172 words. Grab directly from their page. And let's take a look and see if it likes it. It doesn't like it as much. Let's take away the second paragraph, the first paragraph, and let's see the thing better. So that's better. So you can play around with it and see. I think the reason why that particular one, it said Celsius official variety pack. So if I just took that, any kind of weirdness, I'm just going to put energy drink. Any kind of weird phrasing, it's going to say, oh, that's AI. It's just like if you look at an AI picture, you're going to be like, oh, that's AI. And you can just tell, it just has a certain, part of it, right? But you got to figure out what is it that works well. This amazing product, right? That's probably not going to be great. So this energy drink, maybe functional energy drink, it said. I'm saying this energy drink. Let's see what happens if we analyze that. Stayed about the same. So I have not figured out how they come up with the detection or not. I don't know. We just continue to evolve this and see what we can do to make it work a little bit better. So I'm just going to make it a little bit playful and youthful and benefit focused and see what happens here, right? So we're just taking, if you're joining us right now, we're taking a product on Amazon and we're writing a product description for it, okay, that passes Copyscape, okay? Yeah, so this is talking about the variety pack again. So I think that you would have to sort of clear that up because it's getting that from over here. So you'd want to clean this up and make sure that you put functionally energy drink. over there. Let's just do that, because what you have over here is important over to the right side, right? Because that's going to instruct the AI what you want it to write about, right? And how you want it to be structured. So let's take a look here. There we go. It's rewriting it. There we go. And let's see for the benefits for yourself. Okay, we'll go to take a look in Copyscape, see how we're doing as we're wearing down our credits here. Let's see. So far, we haven't had anything hit on Copyscape. So yeah, we're nailing it on Copyscape. The question is, this part is a challenge, because you're basically taking something that is written by AI and trying to find a way to make it not written by AI. And it can be very interesting. But at the same time is, how do you get it to be more warm and natural sounding, right? You're going to have to play around with this a little bit. Sometimes if you added some grammatical errors and you put this back on normal, let's see if we do that, grammatical errors, and we just go ahead and redo that. The thing is, when you hit the blue button on Relevant.Page, it will go ahead and grab all this information. Somebody's asking, how do I get this Relevant.Page? Yeah, just go to Relevant.Page, and let's see here. We do have a coupon code for you if you're watching this live for this right now or on the replay. It's RP Live Stream. RP Live Stream. Okay. And if you're looking to get Relevant.Page, this isn't really meant as a pitch thing, but it's Relevant.Page. That's kind of where we have it for you. If you have any questions directly for me, just go to Daryl.chat. That's DARYL.chat, and we can talk about it here. Okay. But yeah, this is a way that you can do this. Now, the other thing is, I think this is really, really cool. Is this? Let's say you have like a WooCommerce site, right? I have a friend named Michelle Durin. She does some jewelry, and she does amazing jewelry, right? And like, let's say she does this handmade metalwork, like earrings, for example, right? And then she'll have like this here, the countdown to Christmas, right? And it has this up at the top, and it has this information here. Now, if we go in and we just take this URL, I'm going to go ahead and reset this. Okay. Again, show you, this is the description. This is what they have in there, right? Are there any reviews? No, there are some other products on there that sometimes can, cause some issues, but let's just take a look here, because if we can just take that and auto research that URL, let's see here. So now it's grabbing information about that page, puts it into a whole brief, if you will. And now we have a lot more content. Look at all that content now. You could easily find 2 or 3 paragraphs, right? That you can use to write a longer description, right? And update things. So the goal of Relevant.Page is to be able to make it so that you can take any topic and expand on it, and to write more information, or to expand on, let's say you're writing a book about something, or you're writing something and you just need a little bit of help to expand it out, to go a little deeper, to find your way into other ways of, explaining something. You can use it for that, right? You can use it as a way to, to find your way into more details. One of the things is, a lot of these tools that you get out there will cause an issue, right? Because you are just getting the surface. You're just getting the bare minimum information, right? And we're trying to get you closer to beyond the bare minimum. And we start to get into more detail with live information right now from the interwebs. All right. So like if we were to just go to Google News, And let's just take the headlines. Top stories. I don't know what they're going to say here, but okay, this is my goal is to have a non-political one. Let's take a look here. Okay, got a mountain lion. It's going to NPR. All right, let's take a look. See what happens. This page is most likely indexed, right? So let's give it a try. I logged myself out. Let me go ahead. Somebody asked again to put the thing up there. I will do that. Relevant.Page. Okay. So if we're just going to put this in there, let's see. Going to auto research. Haven't done this. Just happened upon the article. Let's see what happens here. See if it grabs the details to the article. And information. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do it again. It didn't have a lot of content. It's supposed to have more. So I'll again, we'll take a look and see why it only gave out that much. Sometimes you have to run it a second time just to see what's happening here. Okay. So here is some content. Let's take a look at it, learning from an article. Let's see if it's going to pass Copyscape. I don't know how up to date Copyscape is to the latest information, but it says no results found. Question is it something that would be approved? Not sure. May not. Yeah, it's a pretty low percentage. So you would need to change that around a little bit to do it. We haven't added any kind of, things, but I don't think I would be sarcastic and funny about a mountain lion dying. So, I probably wouldn't even use this as an example, but this is just, I want to show you that it is able to come up with different points of view. And if we go ahead and we hit auto research again, it's going to grab more information, and put it into here, into a summary, right? Let's see. Let's just get rid of the introduction, and we'll just see what that does. I like to play around with this, guys. So sorry if you want to play around with it too. There is a 48-hour trial for just $7, so you guys can try it out and mess around with it for just $7. Just go to Relevant.Page and mess around with it if you would like. But here we go. P22 is a mountain lion living in Santa Monica Mountains of Los Angeles, and his story is one of heartache and hope. All right, so here is the first two paragraphs of that. We'll go into Copyscape, and nothing has been found. And we'll see if it would need a little bit of adjustments. But that's 92% from that, right? So that we just took an article from NPR, we grabbed the details, the information, right? Adjusted this just a little bit, and we've added that. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Do you like what you see? Go ahead and send a thumbs up or subscribe to this channel if you're enjoying what you're seeing. And if you have any questions for me, go ahead and send them into the chat. We're getting ready to close this one down, but we've shown a lot of different things. One is how you can expand out a WooCommerce product description. We showed you how to take an Amazon product and bring it in here to expand it out. We showed how to build a service or a local landing page. We did show you how to do that. That is a feature inside of Relevant.Page. I also showed you all of the different things as far as adding humanification to your content. So you can actually change not just the tone, but you can add a bit of a sense of humor. It's very light, but it does have some of that in there. It also has a way of persuading or educating or being more of a storytelling voice. So these are the things that we've been working on. And then we also added the ability to add grammar errors, so that way it can feel a little bit more human. You can experiment with that. That's very beta at this point. And then you can also add emojis, and you can it'll appropriately put different emojis where you would think that they should belong inside of the article or the piece that you're writing. So does anybody? Let's see. We do have another comment. Let me take a look. Okay, let's see. JR says the coupon code RP live stream says it does not work. Are you trying, JR, that on the lifetime or on the monthly packages? It's only for the monthly packages. It does not work on the annual, and it does not work on the other. But let me just take a look here, and I'll double check too on my end. But as we are going through this, if anybody else has any questions, I would love to answer them for you here. I'm going to do a few videos this weekend for people to watch it. I do have a busy holiday, so I do want you guys to have a chance to see what features are here, so that way you can decide if this is right for you. Like I said before, there will be some changes after the first of the year and how these packages are offered, and just a little hint to consumers. There will be, more, well, let's just say more changes that you would want to be a part of the unlimited plan. Right now, that's all I can do is send you a hint right there. If you're looking for the unlimited plan, get it now while you can. That's the unlimited monthly. Now, I will go through and just see what's going on with that coupon code. Waiting for more comments to come through. Again, please be sure to like the video if you are watching it right now. We love to have people like and subscribe to our channel, because we do talk about things related to making profit off of your your tool sets and things like that. I'm just going to go through and edit this coupon and see what's going on with this. It says it's enabled. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't work for the lifetime. And it looks like I might have to do something here to extend it for you guys to be able to use that. Okay. Let's see. I think that should be all good. Let me see what JR said. Try it on the annual. Oh, meant lifetime. Go ahead and do. I'll go ahead and do monthly. Okay, thanks. I just set it up, JR, for the annual. So just FYI, that may be the best for you, but it's up to you, because the annual was not selected before, so I just made it for the annual, but I cannot do it for the lifetime, unfortunately. There's no way to do that. All right. But yeah, here we go. This is the tool. You can use it in a way that best suits what you're looking for. The idea is we are making content really more approachable, written by AI that you can throw your brand in, and you can actually make it more suitable for you. So you can see, as we've been working on this project, if you go back on the older YouTube videos, you'll see this was very simple, and it had just a small amount of output. And now, look at it now, it's going to keep going as I keep working with the developers to kind of create some really innovative things. Does a coupon work for monthly, Tony? Yes, it does work for monthly. RP Livestream does work for monthly, but you have to go through the website Relevant.Page. Relevant, RELEVANT.page, and then sign up for the monthly there. And if you don't, if you're not sure that this is going to work for your purposes, you can do the 2-day trial. It's 48 hours, gives you a chance to try it out for just $7. And that should be within everybody's budget, I think, to give it a try and see if this is something that would work for your use case. If you're just working on a project for 1 month, and you can sign up for 1 month. If you want to sign up for the year because you're going to be using this and you don't want to not have access to this at this price, go for the year. If you want the lifetime, go ahead and get the lifetime, right? If you had an email from me earlier about a lifetime plan, and you wanted to come out and reach out to me about anything that you saw in that email, go ahead and message me out at Daryl.chat. Okay, Daryl.chat. Anybody has any questions or ideas or something they would like to discuss, just go to Daryl.chat, and definitely that is the thing. So let's see, create city pages. Yeah, man, it's all about, I mean, for us here as lead generation people and building out city pages, let me just show you that once again, because Patrick, you're bringing up a really great point. The fact is that Relevant.Page is the only tool in the internet that I know of that does what we do for building out real city pages with AI, and does it all in one shot, right? So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demo this for you and show you that there's a local info tab, there's the output tab, there's a structure button that gets everything kind of set up for you. So we're just going to go ahead and steal some structure from somewhere. So I'm just going to put in Los Angeles, let's say solar contractors. I don't know if there is one. I'm just going to go ahead and fetch this because I want their structure. Okay. So now we can see that this is build Zoom, and I'm going to look and I can see it. Okay. And it has some various information. Then there's Yelp. And then there's another one here, Energy Sage. All right. And so I'm just going to look at this one. I'm just going to take the top one and I'm going to build it out from there, right? I'm just going to grab it from there. I'm going to put in LA County. Actually, I better do it by the Los Angeles. I even put in Los Angeles. It should be Los Angeles. Doesn't matter because we're just going to pull it in. Let me just go ahead and do this. Yeah, Patrick, great idea. Putting in city map automatically, I would be down with doing that. That would be a lot of fun. We're also looking at like schema, and we're working on a way to get the snippet. So with AI. So there are some really cool things that are coming. But yeah, I can't like show you guys those things because they're on the back end. But yeah, so if you put in Los Angeles here and the topic is solar installer, right? And we're just going to go ahead and get the structure. Okay, we don't care about what site. We're just go ahead and get the structure again. I want to see if I can get something. Okay, choose. Okay. Wow, cool. Great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in Daryl Solar Installer. Yeah, S in there. Okay. Incorporated. I don't know, just to have it in there. Go ahead and create the structure again off of that. And I'm still using this website. If you have any other website, you don't have to use the search engine. You could just put the website in here. Just hit the box and just do it. Okay. So now it is now talking about my company. Thank you very much. The call to action. Right. And let me just put in my phone number here. 800 go solar. I don't know. I haven't tried this, but I think this should work actually. And 1-800 go solar and solarready.com. I'm experimenting myself. Why not? All right. So we'll go ahead and hit the structure. And now let's see if we got that phone number in here. Nope, it did not. Let me do it one more time. See? I like that idea of injecting the sitemap. That is really cool. This is a good idea. All right, so now this is bringing up their address. Bang, you want to get rid of that? Get rid of that. Actually, I would just recycle this one. There's some things in there I didn't like. So you just get it to where you like it. Okay, locations, bang. Don't care about that. We just care about the structure of your site. That's all we care about. This isn't plagiarism. That's just like looking at the structure of a page. Structure of pages are not copyrighted, right? And it's using artificial intelligence to figure out what is the structure of the page. All right, here we go. My phone number, my website, H tags, all that stuff is there to go. If we could just, like you said, just throw the map down here at the bottom, maybe some structured data, frequently asked questions, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Right? Is this, completely copyscape? Oh, I bet you $1,000. It is. Yep. Look at that. 250 words of perfect content. And yeah, well, if I can go over here, we'll just see. I need a little bit of work. Yep, 29%. So, you learn how to massage this, or you can just be fine with this, right? I mean, it's not 0%, and it doesn't read like an AI writer, right? So yeah. Just I think everybody should spend a little bit of time looking over the facts, making sure that whatever you have is correct. And so that's the important thing. And remember, over here are all things that you can go ahead and do. If you have your own PLR, yes. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead and throw a few of these comments up here. Like the structure of a press release. Absolutely. You could take a press release as the structure. Good job, Patrick. I will take you up on your consulting for sure. Can we use this to rewrite PLR content? Heck to the yeah. Absolutely you can. Let me just go ahead and I'll see if I can grab a slice of PLR for you guys. And to see what we could do with that. Let's see what's going on here. Urban PLR, I think I've got access to this. We'll see. And it looks like this website's a little goofy right now. So let me see. Just totally being thrown at this and see what we get. Let's see. I'm going to take this and move this. Just I don't want the whole world to see my LastPass stuff. But yeah, you can definitely take PLR and taken over, work on that. Let's see here. All right. So if we go into the PLR, let's see what products we have. Ebooks and articles. Let's do this. Tony Biggs says, woohoo! I think he wants my passwords. I think that's what Tony wants. No, yeah, it does write with PLR. So let's go ahead and we'll do a little search and see if we can find some content. Okay, 20 e-commerce articles and oh my gosh, wow. I mean, guys, like literally, you could take this right here. I'm just going to show you. You could just take the fact that outline exists and go in and type it in here, right? And you put in Daryl PLR company, right? And we're just going to go ahead and generate. I'm just showing you just that structure is so important. Like if you have things, look at that. All this is coming out, right? All off of that. Okay, so now if you were to now go after that, download now, right? I'm going to have to open this up. It's a zip file. Now, if it's hosted online, that would be optimal. Okay. But let's just take this here. We'll take the top 4 things. If it was hosted, it would be best, right? Because you can get the URL. And so I'm just going to assume that you get the URL for it. But yeah, if you did have it, let's say in content form, right? And we go back to the first tool, which is Relevant AI Writer. You do have a bit of leverage, right, to put some content in over here on the left side, okay? And so we can put in some information here, right? And it's not a rewriter per se, right? It's not just like rewriting it. It's going to write off of this. So let's take a look. If we don't do auto research, we'll just do fast generate. It says it's warning us over 350 words, characters. So see what happens here. We have to hit the reset again. Oh, yeah. You could add it to Google Drive and do a public. Yeah, that's a really good point. Add it to Google Drive and take that URL and put it on here. Yeah, you could do that. That'll be great. But let's just see. I think this is the problem. It needs to go through our processing to get it under 350 words, right? So this is going to probably fail to get what we're looking for. And so, like, again, it's really more for taking the topics and expecting it to write. Now, if you were to take this, like, just 2 things. I mean, there's a lot of great topics in here, right, that you could actually write off of. And with Relevant.Page, all you need, I mean, it looks more complicated because the tools are there for you to get a little bit more granular, but you could just put it in here, right? And just hit auto research. Because does it matter really if it's PLR or not? It can grab it right from entrepreneur.com and it's just going to learn the facts and it's going to write off of that. That's just like if you were doing research as a student. It's no different. Tell me if you agree with that. Go ahead and tell me yes or no. Do you agree that this is you're just being a student here? You're researching, you're verifying what the information is, and then you're going ahead and writing the content, right? That is not plagiarism. That's learning and growing from something, right? And so here we did. We took it from Entrepreneur, and yeah, here it is. No results, 212 words found. And let's take a look, see if we get too bad on here. It's the 85% human generated, right? You got some content. Bang. Thank you very much. All we did was take, this 4 startup tips for e-commerce entrepreneur. Now, you don't like that one, you could go to e-commerce mag, and we'll go and hit that one. And guys, you're never without content now, right? You're never without content. You can just go ahead and go rinse and repeat and go get some more content for yourself, right? This changes the game. Totally changes the game. If we go ahead and take a look at that, and we also throw in the fact that we'll rewrite it for you over to the side here, right? So if you do have any kind of issue, you could go over here and just take the rewritten version, and go into Copyscape. So you have a really good version, then you have another rewritten version that you can see if it's having any issues. Do you see what I mean? All right, 100% agree. Absolutely, it is. You're just being a student. You're doing your research and you're looking things up, and then you're writing it freshly off of that. But yeah, look at that prompt. Look what that was able to do. E-commerce. What makes you unique? Let's take a look. See what Relevant.Page can do for us with this topic. So folks, if you're just watching now, this is Relevant.Page, a tool that I built trying to help people to write content. It is an AI writing tool like no other. I'm proud to say that. It is very different than other tools. This is going after content from e-zine articles, and it's going to do the research from that. And it's now going to write off of that idea. Okay, we only got one paragraph, so we're just going to go ahead and redo that one and see what we can grab from this. Sometimes when it says body 2, it will write body 2 and stuff like that. So there you go. Here's a whole bunch of content based on that idea of e-commerce, what makes you unique. So here we go. Let's take a look and see if this topic that we grabbed from a PLR article is a unique topic taken from this website. We'll go ahead and hit the premium search. 0. Not once today did we hit Copyscape. Not once today. So yeah, that's really, really cool that we didn't at all hit that on there at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what it would look like if we went to put this into here. Let's see. Ooh, see, that's the dreaded 0, right? So you would look at this and it doesn't seem to me that it would strike like that, right? Now, I don't know like how trustworthy that is, but you know that Google is detecting that kind of stuff, right? You know that it is looking at the kinds of things that the AI can detect. So why not? Let's just add a little bit something to it, right? So let's just add a little cheesy and corny to the voice, right? Let's make it just try it a little bit of a different angle. Maybe we throw in some emojis. Let's try that next time. Try that. Like, you watch like the AppSumo, marketing and stuff like that. It gets a little bit cheesy and corny, right? And it definitely makes it stand out as it was written by a human, right? So let's take a look and we'll see if this is doing a little bit better on that 0%. It went up to 8%. Let's take this one with the emoji and let's take a look and see about this topic. And let's see, 98%. See, so that is really cool. I wonder if we copied that and put it into here, if that would affect that. I don't know. Let's just take a look and see if that would affect that 0%. 100%. So yeah, that emoji part could be overused. So you have to be careful about that. But yeah, that gives it a little bit more of an impact. So with this particular detector, right? So yeah, let me see if there's any other comments. There were a couple comments coming in. We're handling micro niche SaaS is where we're heading. Yes, keep doing your thing, Daryl. Thank you, man. Absolutely, it is a micro SaaS, and it is doing something very specialized based on years of my experience. So it appears to be more human than Quillbot. Yes, it does, Tony. I agree with you. That's the whole thing is Quillbot and all of these tools are only going so far with the humanness to it. And like, I don't know, guys, it's not like AI just does this. I did a lot of work and a lot of testing to try to get it to do the kinds of things that we're able to do because it isn't GTP3. It isn't limiting. I can train our model to do what we want it to do. So that's why, like, writing structured data and doing frequently asked questions and working toward the snippets and things like that. And guys, forgive me if I'm talking tech, but All of these kinds of things we can do because here's a PLR article. These are things that we can do because of knowledge, right? Knowledge and the experience. So it's something that we can take on. And so it's really like, if you've got yourself a lot of clients that you have to produce client content for on a monthly basis, now you have kind of that solution for that. You can charge a monthly fee for producing content. And that could be something that you could then turn around and make additional money for. There's another PLR. We got 123 words. Yeah, so absolutely love it. Patrick Forbes, thank you. Are you Patrick, I don't know if you're already a member or not, but goodies available to lifetime members. Yeah, I haven't looked to see if you're on there. I think you are, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this is really, really helpful if you're a lifetime member. I think you are, but I really apologize if I don't know. Let me just double check. Yep, you're in there. Let me see. Yep, you're managed through Thrivecart. Yep, so we got you in there. So yeah, this is really, really good, and we keep trying to improve it and find ways to make it work better. So here we go. Here's another thing. Would you put in an emoji or something, to make it stand out more? Maybe add some grammar mistakes, whatever you want to do, and then all you have to do is hit the fast button. After you do things for the Humanify, just hit the fast button, and it gives you a chance to output a different way off of the same concept, right? So we'll do everything: playful, youthful, or we'll do scarcity, and we'll do assertive. Let's try that. Why not, guys? Why not? So I'm going to end this very shortly, but guys, thank you so much for checking it out. Yes, you are indeed. Thank you for checking this out, and we'll definitely see you guys. I'm going to be doing a couple of other ones before the holidays here, so that people that are during the holidays, because we'll be kind of busy with family and stuff like that. I want to make sure that you guys have the latest and greatest of what we're working on here. All right. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on there: scarcity, youthful, playful. It really is confusing to the AI. So we might want to just not have all at the same time, right? So you have to kind of find the right mix with anything, Yeah, absolutely. Somebody brought up the idea that this could be used as a side hustle with a job on Fiverr or Upwork. Yeah, writing content for people, and then the fact is that it will pass the Copyscape and be you can actually. What I would do, guys, if I were doing this, is I'd say, certified to beat the AI content detection, and show them a screenshot, right? And show them the Copyscape screenshot. And you can show them that these things are approved by those two things, and then it reads really well. Absolutely, it's a side hustle, right? Absolutely, it can be helpful to people. So absolutely. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Patrick. And thank you, everybody that kind of came by to be a part of this conversation here today. I will now take this down here and minimize it for a second. But I just want you guys to be aware that, like I said, between now and the end of this year is kind of the time to take advantage of what we have on our website right now, Relevant.Page. After that, we are working with a marketing team to kind of build up a, Patrick says a full-time, yes, full-time side hustle. There you go. And thank you, Tony Biggs, as well. Thank you for being here. So after the first of the year, guys, there may be some changes in how the funnel works, and as far as where your entry point will be and what kind of things you have to pay to get in addition to. So it's really important that if you have the unlimited now to stick with that. If you know anybody that should be having this tool, that they should buy it, reach out to me and get an affiliate, and so you can make money every month that they're using the tool. So just go to Daryl.chat and I'll get you an affiliate for it. Otherwise, that's it, my friends. I really appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time with me here today. I hope you picked up some helpful information as we, bring out the human element of AI. Sort of it's a tough journey to do that, but a lot of work has been put into it. And again, these are subtle differences because the content is important to stay very factual, very relevant, but yet these subtle changes gives a personality of like that human warmth, funny feeling from the other person from the AI that's kind of outputting this information. Okay, so we have sort of that secret sauce. We're working to fine tune that and make it better and better. And I'm just gonna really highly focus on the kinds of things that, like he said, a micro SaaS, where we're just like really focused on the specific. Are we trying to be Jasper? No. Are we talking about how Jasper isn't us? Yeah, of course I will, because that is a tool to me I've bought and used, and I didn't find it to be as helpful as what I'm building for you guys here with Relevant.Page. To me, the Relevant.Page tool is more in line with the kinds of things that I do on a day-to-day basis when I'm building out websites or writing out a blog for somebody or doing some sort of extending description in a product or extending a YouTube video description, right? These are the kinds of things that I'm using it for. So I'm like, well, we might as well just offer it to other people and let other people use it as well. But like I said, at some point it's like, well, we have it, we're using it. Is it better for me to be using it more and building out more innovations? And that kind of thing. So these are one of the things I want you guys to pay attention to is that, I want to make this the best tool for the people that want this kind of tool. And I wanted to help people to make money and be able to feed their families through tough economic times and things like that, or through good economic times. To me, that's an important thing. If you're able to do that, then that's what I'm doing this for, right? I'm spending my time and effort into doing that. So go to Relevant.Page if you're interested in supporting the project. If this is a tool that you think that you really, really need to help you, you can get started with just $7. Get the 2-day, try it out, see if it's something that would definitely justify your paying for the monthly or the annual, or if you need the lifetime, get the lifetime while you still can. All right, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you next time right here on the MassPage channel. Take care. Bye-bye now.